Day 3 of the long drive back to Boston. I just had a delicious breakfast in this place, the Trapper's Kettle. Felt like I was in a zoo. Today, I'm definitely gonna drive into Minnesota. I just pulled over at a rest stop somewhere outside of Bismarck, North Dakota. I'm going crazy, folks. Not just the knowledge that I have to go back to Boston and this thing is kind of winding down, this awesome trip, but just driving all day, it feels so unhealthy. I might just walk loops here for hours and hours. I can't believe it, folks, but I just spent all day at that stupid rest stop. I'm gonna boondock tonight just outside of Fargo. I'm not sure what Fargo is supposed to be famous for, aside from the movie and a bank. It seems to be mostly strip malls and stuff. It's larger than I thought. There are so many strip malls here in Fargo, but there's also sidewalks, so you don't have to walk through parking lots over and over. This has to be the most perfectly constructed, civilly engineered strip mall town in America. It's just beautiful. It's like the Manhattan of strip mall cities. It's all laid out in rectangles. So many beautiful strip mall signs, the business signs, all lit up in neon. I can't believe what I just did. I left that boondocking site near Fargo at 2 a.m. because I just couldn't sleep. I got some coffee at a midnight gas station. I drove all night until I saw the sunlight starting to come up. Behind me, I drove for 4 hours in the complete wrong direction. I drove west. I can't believe I'm at the same rest stop. I came here 2 days ago, going towards Fargo, going back to Boston, and I ended up spending 6 hours here just doing paces and laps. Technically, this would have been my third time here. I drove through this last night in the dark. I can't believe I just spent 4 more hours at this place. I did the same thing 2 days ago. I need to get out of here, man. I'm just fucking going crazy. Yes, folks, I treated myself to a hotel tonight in Fargo, the America Inn. Oh God, look how terrible I look, folks. I'm so sorry. This is what North Dakota does to a person. This is what lack of sleep and too much North Dakota does to a person. Yeah, I'm not gonna go out to one of these bars tonight. I'm gonna do my laundry. I look freaking awful. I'm gonna swim in that pool. I'm gonna clean myself up. The swimming pool was fun last night, but in general, a hotel isn't worth it. I would much rather sleep in here. I'm much more comfortable in here. But I haven't left Fargo yet, folks. Believe it or not, it's 3 in the afternoon and I'm still freaking here. Why? Because I really wanted a bagel. There's not been a bagel shop in 1,000 miles. I miss my Dunkin' Donuts. But here there was a great one. Papa's Bagels. They have rainbow bagels. And there's actually a hair salon right next door. I feel like I need a haircut. It's getting a little sloppy. I can handle wet roads. I can handle fog. I know how to drive in those conditions. But wind scares the crap out of me. I don't know if you guys have ever driven in a tall vehicle like a van. In an open plain like Minnesota where I am right now. It's like Jesus taking the wheel of your car, except it's the Antichrist. And if you don't fight back, you'll be driven right off into the road or into oncoming traffic. It's scary. I had to pull over. I'm somewhere near a waterfall I wanted to get to in Minnesota tonight. Not even worth shooting there with conditions like this. So I'm gonna make a beeline straight towards Minneapolis. Look at this spot, folks. There's no one else in this campground. I'm at Chute Pond Campground, somewhere north of Green Bay. I don't know. I had 8 hours of driving to get the pictured rocks today. I still have 3 to go. I decided to call it quits because I didn't want to show up there in the dark and not find a place to park. I still have an hour of sunlight, so I thought I'd check into this campground. This is the best kind of campground to me. It's one of those ones where it's first come, first serve. You just show up, you claim your spot, You put your money in some envelope at the drop-off slot and you just come and go when you please. No check-in, no check-out, no online crap. Perfect for the road tripper like me. I thought this combined machete saw thing would be cool, but it's a complete waste of time. This would take 100 years just to saw something that's not even really good enough to work as fuel. I'm at Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore on the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. This is the northern part of the peninsula up against Lake Superior. This is one place where I can honestly say visiting the visitor center is not worth the time. There's a little waterfall. Anyway, it took me hours to finally find where I wanted to get to. I'm gonna save you guys the trouble. You wanna get to the trailhead for Chapel Falls. From there, you can get to a beautiful waterfall, the beach where most of the pictured rocks are. You can do a large loop and hike for the entire day. It's a very hilly, ravenous terrain. There's actually a huge drop off in a waterfall right here. That's Chapel Falls. I'm not gonna stop there. Sun is setting way earlier than I thought because I crossed a time zone and didn't account for that. Damn it. It is starting to rain, but I love the canopy here. I love these tall elms. It's a very enchanting trail from the Chapel Falls trailhead down to the beach, I'll say that. Yeah, as you can see, this trail really isn't one that I should be doing in the dark, and it's already getting dark. And I still got 4.5 miles to go. Thank God, folks. I think I'm finally back at that Chapel Rock formation, which means I can get away from this terrifying coast. I was really hoping to get past that waterfall before it gets too dark, but I still have a quarter mile to go to get to it. I do remember having to navigate the ledge a little bit when I was there. The thing is, folks, even with a headlamp, the trail just tends to disappear in the dark. It just vanishes. I think I can hear a waterfall, folks. You can definitely hear the waterfall. It's just behind those trees. I know it. The good news is that this waterfall, Chapel Falls, is the halfway point back towards the car. I remember looking on the map. It should be just 30 minutes of casual walking from here. Okay, now here's an interesting dilemma. Do I keep going up this path that gets thinner, or do I cross over this bridge? I honestly don't remember walking over this before. Well, it turns out we do walk over it, because look at, there's the P sign. That's where I parked. Doesn't really tell you how much mileage it is up ahead. These signs suck. A sign should tell you the mileage of the next landmark that you're trying to get to. At the very least, it should give you mileage. Is this better lighting, or is this too horrifying, folks? I need to see where I'm going. But I'm almost back at the parking lot. Listen to that. Nothing but an occasional rumble of thunder. I see the parking lot. I see lights, but my lights wouldn't be on. Who would that be? Is it the park ranger? I didn't see any other hikers here. Yeah, not sure what's going on there, folks, but there is the Death Star. There is my beautiful van. Talk about rescuing this day and myself. I wasn't even going to record today. Guys, think about that. I was so depressed about having to drive back to Boston. I couldn't find where to go here in Pictured Rocks National Park. The visitor center is a waste of time. But I got that amazing storm. I hunkered down under a log, waited out that rain, got that beautiful light, and made it all the way back to my van in the dark. What an awesome adventure this turned out to be. Pictured rocks, folks, on the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Now, I'm not sure. Should I boondock here, even though it's a national park? There are other cars here. Do I drive all night towards Boston? I'm not sure what to do, folks. I think this is where I end the video and keep this part of my life under the radar.